Hello, friends. We've been joined by a dragon. She's a sleepy dragon tonight, but she is in dragon form. Hello, how's everyone doing? Recovered from the long weekend. I'm still kind of in recovery mode myself, but happy to be here. Yeah, late, but Kylie appreciates the support, as do I. Kylie, of course, comes first, always, anyway. So I support it. Reading Game Changer this evening. I hope you are enjoying. I think pretty much everyone is. Um, Going to be ending the night by starting The Enchanted Greenhouse. I have not read that one yet, but it is one on my radar. Hoping to actually read these sprints. Can stay late since you don't work tomorrow. Yay! I unfortunately do, but I'm West Coast, so it's only 6:30 here. We've got time. Hello, In and Out. Almost halfway through Julie Chan is Dead. I want to read that one. It's been on a couple of different lists for me so far, and therefore it is keeps getting bumped for other things, or I had it and then it had to go back to the library, but eventually I do want to get to it. I hope you are enjoying All the Crooked Saints and Never the Roses. Nice combo. Finishing Red Rising. Always support a Red Rising reading. That's a tongue twister. But I hope you are having a fantastic time with it. Is your first time through or reread? Going to start Gothic Mystery Romance tonight. Nice. Gothic's one of those things that always catches my attention. It doesn't always work, but I do enjoy a good Gothic setting. Not sure what I'll be reading. Maybe continue Sword of Kaigen. Keep avoiding it, even though you're really liking it. I've been that way with books as well. I think we all have. Thank you. She's a very cute dragon. Somewhere, let's see, and she's got a tail back here. Somewhere, she does have a hat that has horns on it. I'm not sure where I left it, and honestly, she wouldn't keep it on anyway. But she doesn't seem to mind the actual dragon costume. These do run into things and occasionally knock things over. So we'll see how long it lasts. But she is very majestic in her wings. Hi, what you doing? You trying to position yourself better? I know the camera's a little bit too high. Let's see. There we go. Now they can see you. Now you can be the star of the show, as you are meant to be. Oh, I got distracted. Now I need to scroll. There we go. Hello. Hope everyone's been having a great week so far. My Monday started well. I was exhausted last night. I passed out at like 10 o'clock. I went upstairs to take a shower, made the mistake of laying down, and didn't get back up again until this morning, which meant that I got up super early this morning, showered, got ready for work, fine, got halfway to work and realized I left my breakfast at home. So I thought, I have to drive by McDonald's on my way to work. I'm running really, really early. I can stop at McDonald's. No, it took them more than 20 minutes to get me through that drive-through. It was a nightmare. I was late to work. So, it started well and then it went downhill, but it's improving now. So all is good. It is Dragon Kylee. She went through a phase this month of not feeling her best, so I wasn't putting her in costume for all my vlogs, but I figured she could, put something on for sprints because, she looks like she's ready to go out for a run. Not at all like she's exhausted and ready to go nap. I did kind of wake her up. Hello, reread of When the Moon Hatched Today. Yay, I love that one. I definitely want to do a reread of that before when I have the sequel. Started Half City, 30 pages in. I hope you enjoy. I had a really, really good time with that. It was giving all the Buffy vibes and that type of style show. And then we got the news this weekend. that Buffy got canceled, the reboot, and that was sad. So now all my hopes and Buffy vibe joy is in that book. Woven by Gold. Nice. First time through, the more I read, the better it's getting. Yeah, it that first book, Red Rising, is that first book, the first time I read it, I didn't fall in love with it. I reread it, fell in love with it, and it's absolutely a favorite series at this point. So it's definitely a book that launches a series that keeps getting better, if I said that somewhat right. Hoping to finish A Promise of Peridot tonight. Do I have you stuck? No, you're okay. You're just wiggly. Let's see. Ooh, click. No, click. Technology and Juggling a Furry Dragon. Might pick up a quick horror graphic. Yep, I can talk. Bad Dreams in the Night first. Also finishing a nonfiction about library censorship, and Orpheus Builds a Girl on audio. Quite the variety. I'm very curious about the horror graphic. I'm always looking for more of those. Hello, Dragon Kylee. She really is an excellent team mascot. She brings all the paladin and dragon joy. Yes, she's a very good dragon. I went looking to see what costumes I could do for paladin, and this is what we settled on. Loving that I'm on leave from work and catching so many sprints. Yes, I do have the ability to listen from work usually, just because I'm multitasking much. Not when I'm in meetings so much, but the rest of the time. But yes, it's always hard to work around work schedules for everyone. The McDonald's lane has taken an hour in the past. Yeah, it did not look that busy when I pulled in. It was, I mean, I had my work phone on me, so I read all of my work phone or all of my work email before I got to work. So at least, I was somewhat productive. She's been feeling better. She ate a couple of stitch markers. I didn't realize it at the time, of course, but she cleaning up her poop was a little more colorful than normal. So I quickly figured out why her stomach was a little bit upset. You want to get down? You can get down. She has to go fly. So it was temporary. She has a habit of eating things she's not supposed to, and we tried to convince her not to, and she's not necessarily the best at it. Yeah, she's feeling better. I just, she doesn't mind the costumes at all. Like, she really doesn't, unless some of her costumes she'll kind of, because she's got such short legs, she'll step out of them, and then it's a problem for her walking in them, and then she gets annoyed by them. But the ones like this that are just strapped on her back, she could wear them all day and be fine. I have random pictures of her wandering the patio in a flapper dress and things like that. Welcome. Yes, Kylee is big on costumes. We try to encourage her costumes quite a bit on sprints and in TBR videos. And anytime there's a team competition, she has to be mascot. She has to volunteer as mascot. Yeah. I mean, she woke up for me getting home because she's always excited for me to get home, but then I took too long getting ready, and then I had to wake her up to put the costume on. Yeah, the Buffy cancellation is just frustrating. Can't trust anyone to actually produce things anymore and actually follow through. New college class started today. Figure out what to expect with this one. It always takes forever to settle in, but also way back in school, I was always excited to find out like what the syllabus was too. But yeah, I know. I don't know what I'm reading tonight. Why is the majority of me TBR fantasy and I'm not in a fantasy mood? Yeah, that could be a problem. I don't know what to recommend. If you have options, People will weigh in. Um, yes, this is Kylie's channel, and the rest of us just show up here. Yes, I would hope so. I know Sarah Michelle Gellar was like excited for it, and she hasn't been in the past. So I don't know. It would be nice if Hulu would actually let someone else take it over and actually produce it. Because if it wasn't their vision, maybe it would work on another one. Yes, Buffy's always there for us. That is definitely. I'm gonna just have to do a rewatch. I mean, I think that's apparently what I need to do. At this point, I only watch old shows. Like, I don't trust new shows to actually not get canceled without endings. Yes, we have the bestest puppy dragon. Yeah, she's something all right. Little baby or little dragon in this case. Yeah, she's a little bit of everything. You had a long drive day. Well, I hope you get some relaxation in tonight. It's late for you too. Allie ate the fob for the dog park a couple weeks ago. Oh, yeah. When my dad and I assembled my kitchen table, we went on a hunt for one of the nuts from it because they didn't give extras. So there's one leg on my table that is missing one bolt and nut. I found it a few days later, as we kind of assumed we would. Kylie has a thing for metal. She loves metal. Anything metal. She just licks it, but the nuts are just food sized. Yes. Hope you get to rest. Boo office. And early. No problem. Disassociating is a good thing. That was me last night. For sure. Yeah, hopefully getting in early at least maybe it'll make it feel shorter. Excited for new classes when I was 20 and school was my main job. That's true. I never had to balance it with a whole lot outside of school at the same time. So that makes a big difference. In fact, yeah. And they filmed the pilot. I wish we could see the pilot that they filmed. Like, what about it was so bad that Hulu didn't like it? It just seems silly. Yeah. Toward the end of season 2. That's gonna have to go on my list. I'm currently rewatching Crossing Jordan, which is a really old, like, forensic mystery type show that for the longest time wasn't streaming anywhere, and all of a sudden I realized that it's on Amazon Prime and you can download the seasons. And the pro tip with Amazon is if it allows you to download, even if you're not going to be offline, downloading shows means you don't see ads. So if you watch them on your local device and you just watch them until you run out of downloads and then download the next set, you don't have to watch any ads. And, sometimes that makes a huge difference. Yeah, I have huge trust issues. There's a few shows that I go into immediately just because everyone's hyping them up, but not too many. Kylie, if you hear rustling, she has found a random piece of plastic that's apparently tasty. Yes. Hello. Good evening. Yeah, I didn't really think about it. And then I saw this show and it's downloadable, and not having ads, especially if you're binging something and the ads are exactly the same 4 times in every single show. Kylie, you're being loud. They get really repetitive. Yeah. It's not every show. Because like their newer shows, some of them they don't let you download, but this one's an older show and it does. Eureka, that some of us have been watching, that one's downloadable. So I'm finding there's actually a good chunk that are, which is really nice. Unfortunately, it doesn't work for Lost because I got really excited by the premise of downloading it on Hulu, and then people who are watching along with Monica with ads would get to skip ads, and it didn't work. Bones, yes. Bones is another good one. I did a rewatch of that a while back. I didn't finish it. I'm very bad at finishing my binge re-watches, but that's another one I do need to get back to. I am currently working on Running Man, The Running Man, by Stephen King. This is a reread for me, but I got sent a copy and there's the movie adaptation now. So I'm trying to finish this up maybe tonight. It's a really quick audiobook, really. And at some point I need to make some food, but I'll wait until I settle in for that. Yes, I clicked there. I didn't specifically call you out. It was just a reference to a show. I mean, who called you out? It wasn't me. I mean, calling myself out, I'm now ahead of everyone else because I just watched a random half episode with Eureka before anyone said to do so. So hey, yes, Angela is the best. I do really love her. Yeah, I used to finish shows. Yeah. Well, I mean, in all fairness, you had to watch Night Agent. I mean, that was a priority for everyone and getting your thoughts on Night Agent. So you had an excuse for a while. Yeah. The problem too, I think, is that shows used to be so long. I mean, realistically, Crossing Jordan, I think, has like 6 or 7 seasons and they're all 20 some odd episodes. Mind you, this one I might finish just because I do feel like it didn't really come to a full ending when it got canceled. But I know it going into it doesn't hurt me as much as when they just randomly cancel an active show. And it's been so long, I don't really remember how this one goes because I haven't seen it since it was first on the air. So maybe I'll finish it, maybe I won't. But I know I have Supernatural and Bones and something else that are sitting there waiting for me to finish. Yes, everyone watch Night Agent. It is extremely good. And they have renewed it for season 4. And did they say it was renewed for season 4 and 5? I can't remember. Or is that just from that we had heard that they're definitely finishing it? From also, if you like horror, please watch that one. Yeah, I don't know why. I think it's the binge combined with the fact that I just, at some point, I want to change. And maybe if I'm binging multiple shows at the same time, that'll help. Maybe. Yes, watch From. Sure, we're all supposed to read, but in reality, we all just influence each other to watch a lot of TV too. Okay. Yeah, I know they just announced season 4. So probably announcing 4 and 5 is too much to hope for. But they are pretty insular seasons in a lot of ways. Like they don't have the hugest of cliffhangers. The dragon's wings are getting stuck on her trying to get through. Come here, baby. No? Okay. You're coming back? You want to be here for the spinner wheel? I put together... No, that's not what I want. What do I want? That's not it. I mean, it is, but how do I get my spinner wheel to... Oh, I have to take this down. And then go like that. Hey, there we go. I haven't done this in a while. Yeah, Maria's probably not the From target audience. Let's put it that way. So I created a wheel of chaos for us, but I removed some of the random, the really short chaos, just because I do need to get a few things done and settle and do some reading. I did all editing today. I did not do much reading, so I do need to catch up. I leave on for vacation next Thursday, so I'm really trying to finish the majority of my TBR before that. So we'll see. Okay, you ready? Apparently she's camera shy. She's just sitting and staring at me off screen. Okay, let me go ahead and let us... Oh, you coming? Oh, okay, Bubba. Okay, Bubba. You ready? Ready, set, and spin. Thank you, buddy. I did need you kissing me at just that one. 35. We're gonna do a warm up of 35. Yeah? What do you think? Then we can make dinner? Or probably not. Maybe we can prep dinner and then feed the puppy. That seems reasonable. Okay, let me see what I can do. Oh, that made me very big. And this is our little dragon timer. I don't remember what sound this one makes at the end. So I guess we'll find out together. It's been a while since last I used it. Problem with this is I don't quite get it right, but close enough that we will make it work. So the dragon timer felt appropriate for this evening. And I did not have time to make a new timer this time. So we are going to go ahead and get started with reading or watching something or debating what book to read for the next 35 minutes. And I'll see you guys back here. Hello again. I was kind of all over the place in that sprint. I let Kylie out because the dog door doesn't work that well with wings. And I put some food into my robot cooker thingy. And I was reading the instructions for my new steamer. If you were on sprints Saturday evening, maybe, my old garment steamer thing started throwing boiling water at me, which is generally not a good thing. So I ordered a new one. This one says it can be used by anyone who is at least 8 years old. So I'm assuming that means they've designed it to not spit boiling water at you. So I don't think I can probably count that for Realmathon though. I did listen to a little bit of my audiobook though too. And I pulled out for the next sprint. Kylie gets a treat because I meant to give her this weekend and I forgot. But it's a cute dragon. And it's floppy and it doesn't have a lot of stuffing in it. So when she destroys it, which she of course will, it won't make a huge mess on the floor. That's my idea anyway. That is the concept. We had Alexi. Hello, Lexi. I did see you sent me a message. Thank you very much for doing that. Got to 48% in your audiobook. Very nice. I don't know how far I got in mine, actually. I know we've had discussions during Realmathon about speeds on audiobooks and stuff. The fact that this book feels like gibberish to me at like more than 2.5 again proves that when they recorded books in the olden days, they did not record them nearly as slowly. I am at 68% in mine. So that's exciting. Hi. Okay, you just want to stand up? That's good. I think I got first discussion post for the week done at least. Nice. Progress. We like it. 253 of Game Changer. Just joined for the last couple of minutes. Welcome in. Sorry, I'm holding a dog from falling over backwards. Or a dragon, depending on your view. Children of Gods and Fighting Men and Loving It. Yay. Love to hear the love. Finished Ballad of Never After. Started A Resistance of Witches by Morgan Ryan. I don't know if I know that one, but I hope you enjoy. Took me most of the sprint to decide what I wanted for dinner. Yeah, I had already kind of planned ahead, so that helped because I only brought one of the frozen meals into my inside freezer. Hi. What you doing? Oh, I'm sorry. I twisted you badly. That was not nice of me. But yeah, that's very relatable. Kayla's video played Popia. I don't know why that doesn't seem to roll off my tongue. But I know everyone's been playing it. I haven't seen a lot of content on it yet. Settled on roasted potatoes and meatballs. No, I mean anytime roasted potatoes are on offer and anytime meatballs are on offer, I'm probably down with it. So I'm with you there. Finished Bad Dreams in the Night. It was Matt. Oh, hopefully your next one is much less met and much more exciting. Hi. You just made a little chaos queen. We love it. It's fine. 349. Feelings are hurt. Excited for them to destroy some people. Yeah. There's plenty of destruction to come in Red Rising. I can absolutely guarantee that. There's lots of destruction to come. Buddy. There you go. Decided to DNF what I was reading in that sprint. We support it. We're supposed to protect you from all this is a memoir, and I'm bored nearly 100 pages in. Yeah. Nobody has time for boring books. We can move on to something much more exciting. Got to page 85 of Half City, struggling, not sure if it's the book or the mood. maybe try something else, see if that's better. I mean, I fairly quickly, I think, got into it. I do think it dipped here or there, but definitely could be a wrong time type of book, or give it a little bit longer and see how you feel. I don't know. I'm very bad at judging. I'm very bad at actually putting down books when they're not working for me. I need to be better at that. I'm trying this year. Yeah. You want your dragon? Is that really what you're doing? Ready. We got all the dragons tonight. Yes. Okay. You want him? Ooh, flying dragon. I think, gonna switch over probably after dinner because I'm guessing Eric LaRocca might not be dinner type material. At Dark, I Become Loathsome is my next book and my final book for the vlog that I'm trying to wrap up. And I'm not sure about this one. I've been putting it off, but it fits the criteria of what I needed for my next read. So that is the next plan. Chaos Queen is now flinging her dragon everywhere, and with the wings on, it's quite the thing to see. I apologize that you can't see it. Let us see what our chaos wheel brings us next. Nope. Oh, have to remove dragon, add chaos. There we go. And let us see what it gives us. Ready, set, and spin. A longer one would be nice for, meal eating purposes. All right. That was quite convenient. Chaos. Puppies. Trying to look around the screen and see the Kylee. I'll have to try to fit her into my current vlog with a little bit of dragon shaking dragon chaos. Okay, let us. Oh, it started itself. Yes, perfect dinner sprint. I think mine's set to be done in about 10 minutes. So I'll do a little reading and then eating and then more reading. Hello, welcome in, welcome in. We are about to start a sprint, but let us know definitely what you're up to, what you're reading, whatever you may be doing. And we will chat again in a bit. Was it 60 or 55? See? Yep, 60. There we go. All righty. Let us. Nope. Go back, dragon. You're supposed to be. Wait, how did it? Screen is overly sensitive. Okay. I'll see you guys in an hour. Hello again. How was everyone's sprint? So we got an answer to what current reading was happening. Scared Sexy, that's one of the Amazon collections, I believe. I don't think it's completely for me, but I looked at the cover and it actually would really suit one of the vlogs I have coming up, but maybe not. I don't know. Hello, Courtney. How was, if you're still here? I don't know if you are listening, but if you are, I'd be curious how you found Scream 7 to be. Since Kylee has been having her dinner and now she's chewing on her dragon toy. So she seems fully occupied over there. Hello, welcome in, welcome in. 73% in your audiobook, making good progress. Nat, you are speedy because I know I saw where you were going to be starting this. I hope you are enjoying it so far. Thank you. The upstairs shelves I have are an absolute nightmare, but down here they're a little more curated and I enjoy them. And normally I just use this chair for live shows, like book clubby live shows. But since I had the live show yesterday for Shadow of the Gods, I figured I would just hang out over here. Picked up Hamnet on that sprint, got to page 45. How are you finding it so far? That one is definitely one that I'm curious to pick up. I have not read it yet. Finishing up this week's essay, rough draft, and made a cup of tea to read for a bit. I made some decaf coffee because it's finally cool enough to actually enjoy it. We are having a massive heat wave this week, but the good thing is it actually cools down at night, relatively cool anyway. So I wanted something warm before it gets to the point where it's too hot during the day for it to cool down at night. Sprint was good. Just 2 hours left in your audiobook. You will be there in no time. I ate dinner, made tea, played Toss the Salmon with Doogie. That's fun. I played Toss the Dragon. Kind of similar. I'm pretty sure the dragon's about to lose an ear. I don't know. She's chewing on something. Ice cream acquired. I know that's the second part of your statement, but that's the part that jumped out at me. But also 50 pages is good. Good book 5. Started a new horror graphic arc this time, and it's so good. Ooh, very fun. I am glad that worked. It was gory, but enjoyed it. Nice. Something about that series just is fun in a gory way. It did for an hour. It did fly by. So I invested in Game Changer. Now things are getting intense. Nice. We love it when you lose track of time reading. Yeah, ice cream does sound good. I'm pretty sure I don't have any. Because a couple weeks ago I said I'm pretty sure I don't have any, and then I found a surprise little thing of ice cream in my freezer. I probably can't count on doing that again. I'm enjoying it. I think this week will be a thriller week. I have been very much in a thriller mood also. I wound up reading mostly thrilleries over the weekend. I just edited the vlog from the weekend today. You would think I'd remember what I read. Swapped to Psycho Fae, appreciating the humor there more. That one I've seen it around, but I have not read from the author, so I am curious about those. Yeah, I'm not sure yet. I read a bit more of my Stephen King before dinner, ate my dinner, and then I am 60 pages into this one, which is a really cool addition. It was interesting to start with, and then we definitely went down I didn't realize there was going to be so much text messaging in here, which especially in an audiobook, text messaging passages that go on for pages and pages get a little bit annoying. But it also went down a very sexual route, which is not typically, I know with him, that's not unusual, but I don't know. I'm not wanting to put it down yet. Let's put it that way. And it's a really quick read because I got through 60 pages probably in half an hour. So we'll see. I'm reserving judgment at this point. Criminal that I haven't acquired a Dragon toy. A Dragon toy for duty. Yes, you really should. I bought Kylee the one I gave her tonight that you guys saw when I was buying her dragon costume. There was like a buy 3 get 1 free deal on costumes and toys. So she got a couple costumes and she got the dragon toy. And then I went and randomly grabbed her a toy the other day, and turns out I already had a dragon toy. But it was a little one, and this one's a big one, so it's totally different. Working on designs, listening to a new audiobook, Rainbow Boys. Don't know about it. Hopefully you wind up enjoying. How many books have people read so far? I don't know, actually, honestly. I have not a clue. I think I read 8 over the weekend, which is not a lot for me, but I mostly was reading novels, not short things. I have stats somewhere. I don't know where they are. I've read 26 books for March, so not record breaking for me, but also not bad. How many have you read? This is a question. I am going to definitely be slowing down toward the end of the month because I'm going on vacation. And I'll get a really good amount of reading time during the flights, but not afterwards. Yeah, that's fair also. I read 500 books last year. So I'm not someone I just always constantly have an audiobook going, which is weird for me, or which is my normal. There you go. Yeah. 6, which is twice what I read last month. Gaining a job and adding college classes definitely mess with reading. Yeah, like I couldn't read, like when I was going through college, I did not read anywhere close unless it was books. Well, I've never read as much as since I joined Bookstagram and reading challenges and such. So yeah. Yes. April 1st, all will be revealed. 15, that's impressive. Yeah, my reading really varies a lot depending on how busy work is and how much and depending on what type of work I can do. I don't have a TV, so that helps. Or I have a TV, but I don't have a TV service. But it's really dependent on if I'm doing number stuff at work, I can audiobook. If I'm doing actual composing emails and writing policies and that type of stuff, everything goes out the window. And like today, I mostly was editing videos when I had free time. Yes, that would be fun. It would be fun to see at the end of the month what people did. Are people willing to say if they've found themselves defending more or attacking more? I'm definitely a defense type of person, but there's some attacking prompts this time that are just fun. My current vlog that I'm working on is based on one of the attacking prompts. Not that I've used all of the books for attacking, but some of those are always fun. Yeah, I'm 90% attacking is fun. I'm probably more than 90% defending. But then there have been a couple of books that really haven't hit any defense prompts. So I did attack with a couple. But yeah, attacking more, prompts just get more points. Yeah. Yeah. If you're working off of a specific TBR, I do find in some cases the attacking prompts have been easier for me. So far, defending more. Haven't attacked yet. Reason. You wouldn't want to attack us. We've got cute dragon dogs. I used to pretty much always have an audiobook on when I was home with little kids. Yeah. Yeah. Audiobooks get me through a lot. I commute like an hour and a half a day. So that's all audiobook time. And then a good chunk of my workday, I can usually either multitask with an audiobook or, um, you know, whatever it may be. And I'm not super competitive necessarily with these readathons, but I do find it super motivating to like pick my books based on prompts, figure out what my next read's going to be, and I wind up reading a lot more on these competitive months. Kylie, please don't choke on dragon ears. She's looking at me funny, struggling with all the prompts except sequels and starting new series. Yeah. The author I read from before worked out quite well for me this month. And competitions. I did a whole vlog around competition books. So that was fun because I had even more than I thought of on my shelves to get to. So that's fun. Yeah, whatever works with more points. Yeah. What gets more points based on Libby holds? Yes. Libby rules a lot of our lives, I think. Yeah. Can attack Kylie. Yeah. Just give Kylie a heads up so she can duck. She's pretty, spry. She can run. It's an hour and a half combined. Some days it's not as bad, but it's well over an hour. I'd say hour, like 45 minutes each way is relative. It's getting worse over time. And I work right next to the LA airport, and it is a mess right now. They're doing tons of construction, and they've removed lanes, which airports are bad in general. A super, super busy airport is really bad. And then they take all these lanes away. Really a mess. So that's not helping matters. Yeah. I realized I phrased it badly. Hour and a half each direction. I would not survive that. During COVID, when I wasn't working like in the office full time and I could go in at any given hour, it would take 15 minutes to get to work. But that's because I would go on off hours and no traffic hours. So I'd be driving at 5 a.m. to go in and get out before anyone else made it to the office. And it's really frustrating to know it takes me 45 minutes when I could do it in 15 minutes if traffic was just good. Yeah. They're doing a lot of work for the Olympics, and I am so scared of what traffic's going to look like during the Olympics. I'm hoping that a lot of people just stay home and stay off the roads unless they're going to the games and so forth. And I'm hoping that Los Angeles does a really good job of creating like buses and vans and trains and all sorts of stuff that you can take from further out and go in. So it's like carpooling, but on a massive scale. Yeah. Yes. Traffic is just ridiculous in general. Yeah. I'm hoping that I can go to some things. The California has the option to like have early bird access to like tickets and stuff. And unfortunately, that access comes out while I'm in Korea. So that makes it really problematic. But if we can get tickets and stuff, yes. If I can't get tickets to anything and the Olympics is doing me no good, I'd like to be out of town. I would like to be far away. I would really like to negotiate with my boss to work from home during those 2 weeks and or save up some vacation time to take time off during those 2 weeks. So that's, the 105 is down a lane currently. And so I'm kind of thinking maybe, I mean, it's been that way for quite a while, but they're doing construction along the sides. And I'm hoping um, that means they're doing an expansion ultimately. That is the hope I have in mind. I don't think they could like expand the 405 because there's just not room around it unless they knock down a whole bunch of stuff. Good night. Thank you for joining us. Have a good rest of your evening, or sleep or whatever. Yeah, I'm hoping, because there's a whole bunch of us, friends and friends of friends who are going to try to get tickets. So I'm hopeful that between all of us, we'll get some. And then I'm imagining I'll have more. I don't know. We're supposed to find out like a slot. Like everyone will randomly be assigned slots of when their pre-order opportunity is. So I'm hoping maybe by some grand hope that I will get a slot that's not while I'm on an airplane or in the middle of the night in Korea. Yeah. The highways are rough, and like I use Google every single night to guide me home. It's not like I don't know how to get home, but like you just never know which freeways are the worst. I got to go. I was very lucky. I went with my family to the Atlanta Olympics in whatever year that was. So I have been before, and honestly, the one that I could care less about, but had the most fun at was track and field, because there's just so many events. It's so rapid fire. Americans tend to do well. So we got to see a lot of medal ceremonies. And I was there with my parents and my younger sister, and we stayed till the after midnight gold medal ceremonies just because it was just so much fun. Gymnastics, I love watching the gymnastics, although I do get stressed out for them too. So I don't know. Honestly, I'm pretty flexible just because I learned with the Atlanta ones that even if you don't think it's, your sport to go see, that it would be fun to do it. So I think we're kind of going to just try to get what we can get. And, there's enough of us that would like to go to whatever we can get into, that it would be fun to experience it. So I don't know. I'm excited, but I'm also nervous because, the traffic, the mess, the construction ahead of time. I work in homeless and mental health services, and I suspect the government's not going to do the best stuff to try to clean up the streets of California, of LA, ahead of having the world come here. So I don't know. I have questions, but it's a ways off, but I am starting to get more excited about it. Alrighty. I am down for at least one more sprint if folks are up for that. Let's do a little bit more reading, and yeah, all the fingers crossed. I'm hopeful at least that someone in my group will be able to snag something, so we at least have hope. Okay, let me do this, and let us see what this will be. This could be a final. It could not be a final. It depends. Ready, set, and spin. Puppy. Your dragon's losing body parts. Okay, I would say that's probably a final, given that we got 60 again. So I should be able to make a really good dent in my book. We'll see, but that's my current thinking. Oh, okay. In Australia, 2032. That sounds so far away, and yet somehow it's not. Already concerned about traffic. I've been following it more and more I mean, I think they're doing well here about communicating at least. And, there's already billboards and there's already, you know, email lists and all of this type of stuff. So it's going to be interesting. Australia, what city in Australia is like the focus, or what region? I'm not that familiar. I say that as if I will necessarily know. But like LA is so dense, but it's going to be very spread out, I assume, here too. And I know there's going to be some stuff that's not even in California. Is it Minnesota that we also have hosting some of the sports? I have no idea. I believe that might be it, because I know there's two different states that get the like priority early access, because Brisbane. Okay. At least I am familiar with the name. Doesn't really actually, that's a country, a continent that I would like to visit one day. There's a crochet retreat thing happening there. I'm like, could I just swing by and go to crochet? But I've already got Korea on the books for this year. I probably shouldn't add more. But spreading out to Gold Coast, which is an hour and a half. Yeah, with Atlanta, I remember, because this was probably not pre-internet necessarily, but definitely pre everything being on the internet. And I remember my family, we got hotel rooms that were like 2 hours out from Atlanta. And my mom spent like every night on the phone, like trying to get us new hotel rooms. And every night she'd kind of find us something a little bit closer in. It's like an hour and a half sounds somewhat, in LA, that's not very far. Some of the events are going to be more than 2 hours away. I guarantee. They may not be far on a map, but getting there will take more than 2 hours, I suspect. But like we go, like if you go to the Hollywood Bowl, there's like, okay, Oklahoma might have been. Maybe that was what I was thinking of. I don't know. I know they're spreading a few things out, because there's certainly things that we don't have the facilities for in a city like Los Angeles, I would assume. But like Hollywood Bowl, you can get on a bus basically from, I'd give you a city, but that won't mean anything if you're not from LA. But you can get a bus from like where I grew up, and it's like an hour drive to the Hollywood Bowl, but you can get a free shuttle basically out. And so I'm hoping they're going to do a lot of that with the Olympics, because that would help a whole lot with traffic and all that stuff. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. All right. Well, nope. Oh, wait. That did work. Okay. I'm going to rewind this up. Yeah, hour and a half without traffic. Yeah, traffic's going to be the thing. I think anywhere that has Olympics, traffic's going to be the thing, but we'll see. All right, I will see you guys back in 59 and some odd minutes. There's something a little bit strange, or a lot of it strange, reading a really disturbing book while playing fetch with your dog. But she is in full dragon toy fetch mode and having a blast. How was everyone else? I know we lost some people to sleep, which is understandable. Where did we leave off? Yeah. The concept of a couple hours away but so close on a map boggles the mind. Yeah. It's also the fact that you can't know for sure when you go to leave your house how long it's going to take. I personally, I like making progress when I'm going somewhere. That's mine. I know you are gone, but very, very welcome. Hello. Yeah. Very understandable. Sorry, my arm's being pulled by a dog. This poor dragon has seen better days already. Finished a book. Now have to wait an unspecified amount of time for the next one. That's always the sad part. I've had several recently that I've really enjoyed, and really sad I have to wait. Halfway through, very impressive. 20% in the eyes are the best part. I enjoyed that one. Also disturbing. Also another disturbing one. Yeah. I feel that. Catching up on the Fantasy Fangirls podcast episode for When the Moon Hatched reread section. Ooh, fun. That is fun. I definitely need to read that one again. And then I look at it on my shelf and realize how big it is because I have the fairy loot and it is very sizable, but it's very pretty. So really I need to read it now that I own the pretty edition. This one, it feels very jumbled. At dark I become loathsome. It feels like a lot of stories within stories, and the stories within stories are where it gets really, really disturbing. Not that the rest of it isn't disturbing, but it's just, I don't know. I'm having mixed feelings about it. It doesn't feel like a very me type of book in a lot of ways, but there's also things happening in it that I do appreciate what he's doing with it. So, yeah, I'm not entirely sure, but I was debating doing one more just to finish my book, but but yeah, I think it's all. I missed something. Anyone have good words for When the Moon Hatched? Planning to read it first time next month? Yes, absolutely. Maria and I were both fans. The one thing I will say is the glossary for that one. It helps a lot to read the glossary. I'm not always the fan of a book where the glossary is mandatory to read, but I think it gives you a lot of kind of context to things. But I loved the world building, especially. I'm extremely drawn to well developed and creative worlds, and I think it did that for me, and I like the relationship and everything else. Peace Talks threw me way off. I passed out at like 10 o'clock last night, and honestly that I think helped a lot, the fact that I'm functioning currently somewhat. But editing my vlog today, I lost coherence more and more each clip I filmed, and at one point gave the wrong name of a book, and it was a time. But yeah, I think with a 48-hour vlog that's to be expected. Yeah, I think I know a lot of us read it with somebody's, either Mel's or Cassidy's or maybe the joint Patreons and so forth. But there were mixed opinions, but I feel like the majority at least had good general. No one, well, I don't know about no one, but there wasn't a lot of hate for it going around. I think there was a lot to appreciate with it, and I'm super excited for the sequel. Finished graphic, Sisterhood, A Hyde Story was a winner. Witchy, Murdery, Revenge, Sorority. That's not Sorority. I had to take a picture of this so I remember to look this up. I'm always, it's weird taking a picture when it's me on the screen. I am always looking for throwing in some fun graphic type thing. Yeah, I clicked the wrong thing, but yes, that too. Yeah, daylight savings is throwing things off. Daylight savings didn't mess with me as much this year, but that's because we were having a horrible windstorm. So the windows were rattling all night. So I got no sleep from that, which kind of made the whole evil daylight savings thing kind of go out the window or not be as noticeable. Maybe that's the way to put it. See, my best friend and I discovered a really good plan last year, and unfortunately we didn't follow through with it this year, is we vacationed the week of the time change in Mexico in a place that was already on the new time. And therefore we had the whole week of lounging by the pool to adapt to the time change. And then we came back and we were ready. Because I think the weekend we got back was the weekend we lost the hour. It was really a good thing. If Mexico was a little bit less daunting to visit right now, it would be a good annual plan. Okay, the podcast for it. I'll have to look into that. I don't know when in my schedule. When does the new one, the sequel, come out? Is it June, August, somewhere around there? I don't know. There's so many sequels coming in the very near future. I've lost track. I don't think I pre-ordered it because I have the pretty fairy loot. May. Okay, May. Yeah, I should get on that. I don't know. I know Magical Readathon, there is a reread prompt. So there is that potential too, but I've got several things I'm not a rereader, and there's several things already on my list to reread in April, maybe at the beginning of May. We'll see. Stories and Stories makes me think of You've Lost a Lot of Blood, which I kind of loved. I think I did enjoy that one. Honestly, I love the titles of Eric LaRocco books, but I do get confused as to which one is which. May 19th, May 20th, somewhere in there. Whichever one's the Tuesday, probably. Still have to, when I reread it. Yes. Yeah, that I like the commentary and stuff. Oh, that's fun. Okay. I'll have to see where I can fit it. I mean, it would help my chunky reading challenge to have a longer book. I don't remember how many book pages it does. In April. Yeah, I have to finish my April TBR is already filmed because of my vacation. So that's already done. I have to do a Magical Readathon one this weekend, and I'm still finalizing what's on that. And then we'll see. Yeah, definitely that. Still need, if anyone winds up with a 900 plus page book that they highly recommend, that's still the one I'm hurting on. I feel like everything else I should be okay for chunky. But yeah, this one definitely would count. How many pages is this one? Because I read it physically the first time before the audiobook even was out, and the fact that I got through it so quickly, physically, 541. It looks bigger than 500, but that's okay. I do have the audio, I think, from Libro that came out later. Anyway, that's plans for another day. I don't have the bandwidth for 500 plus pages right this evening, but I want to thank you all so much for coming and hanging out and chilling with me. I enjoy doing these. I'm really bad at actually getting to do them because so many people are doing sprints all the time, but I'm around to do them anytime people are interested. I'm not at work, generally I'm around. So I thank you all very, very much. My vlog for the weekend readathon, if anyone is interested in a little more Kylie chaos and what I got up to for the weekend, that will be out on Wednesday. And I will be around the sprints, and also the Discord, of course, as usual, at least for the next week or so. You are very, very welcome. Very, very welcome. And I wish everyone a good night. Kylie is already snuggling up with her dragon, so I'm going to join her on that. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you guys soon.